Okay, to begin evaporation, you're going to want to remove this condensate flask. And you're going to want to get the tare weight of it. That way you'll be able to calculate or figure out how much condensate you're removing from your sample, and you'll be able to go to a certain target brix on the concentrate in the end. This flask weighs 212.7. So for my convenience, I'm going to hit tare, but I record it in case I lose power so that later I can do calculations if I need to. And then you're going to want to clamp this back in place. Let me just keep going. You want to make sure that this valve is open here. That allows the condensate to go into the flask. And today we're going to be working with orange juice. And so I have 2,500 grams of orange juice at roughly 12 brix that we're going to be concentrating today. And this flask is only 2,000, so we'll be drawing it in there twice to be able to concentrate that quantity at single speed. You're going to want to start out with the water bath a little bit on the cool side of where you intend to do most of your evaporation. You do that because usually it boils more vigorously at first as volatiles and so forth come off the boilers, and it has a tendency to foam, especially orange juice right at first. So I usually start out somewhere around 65 or 70. The control is over here, and the power is for it is this green switch. Now I missed telling you how long to have the circulating bath on before you decide to run. It'll take about an hour to pull that temperature down to 3 degrees. So you want to start it far enough in advance it's chilled down. To install the flask, you just slip it onto the 2440 joint and pull this metal clip over the rim. And to draw the juice into the evaporator, you're going to want to start out with this valve all the way open, which is counterclockwise. I will turn on the vacuum pump, and I will open this valve such that I can draw fluid up through this clear hose. And I'll draw about 1,500 milliliters of the juice into the 2,000 milliliter flask. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I'm just putting my finger over it temporarily. You could close the valve if you wanted to suck it in. Anyway, I'm just trying to get it relatively full. And you can see how the juice is foaming quite a bit already. We're about as full as we want to fill right now. I'm going to turn on the unit to start the rotation of the flask. And there's a switch on the side of this little controller that you turn on. The RPM is adjustable with this control, and the RPM is the center setting on this, and the bath temperature is You can see what it is there. And if you switch this down, you can see what the temperature of the vapor is coming up. So right now we're running 91 RPM, which that's a reasonable speed. And you're going to want to lower it into the water. So that about 2/3 of the flask is submerged. And don't worry if a few of these fall out. It's no big deal. The main purpose of that is to keep down evaporation. So now I'm going to begin to apply vacuum. So I'm going to turn on the vacuum pump and start to close this valve. And if it foams up too much, I'm going to have to open this valve to keep it from foaming all the way up into the evaporator. I have an indicator right here that shows how much vacuum it is. It has a tendency to stick a little bit in the center, so that's how I manage it. I thump it a little bit to get it past that spot. And you're going to want to stay on this because it will probably foam up like heck when I get it all the way pulling vacuum. I just relieved some of the vacuum off of it. And you want it to boil as fast as you can, but you don't want it to boil so fast that it gets sucked up into your condensate flask. If a little bit comes up in there, it's no big deal. I just try to minimize it so that I have an accurate weight of my condensate at the end. I'll be targeting for 50 bricks today. And after a few minutes, which will probably take 3 or 4 minutes, this will get steady state. I'll be able to totally close the vacuum valve, and then I can start to ramp up the temperature on my hot water bath. And I'll probably go as high as 90 degrees. And that controls somewhat how fast your evaporation goes. Now, you may decide you don't want this big of a batch. I'm also going to include, I think it's a 750 or 1,000 milliliter flask also when I ship it to you. So if you want to run smaller batches, you can, but the procedure is basically the same. And you can see there's condensate forming in the condenser, and we're dripping into the condensate collection flask.